Oh, it is so nice to finally have a space heater in this room, because now it's actually 70 degrees. Thank you, space heater. Really needed. Anywho, there's been a lot of talk about some controversial, or maybe not so controversial, I don't know, thing about iMessage versus, well, Android's messaging thing. And the reason for this is because evidently there's some bullying going on about this. How Apple users will bully Android users about how Apple has the superior messaging platform. I guess I have some thoughts on it myself. Why don't I just give you my own take on this? First thing we better talk about is why is iMessage versus Android even a problem? When it comes to iPhone messaging connectivity, us Apple users are aware of this thing called iMessage, where we use blue bubbles essentially. Oh, that's what it looks like. Blue bubbles, and it allows us to basically see if the message was delivered to their device, if they read the message. We can send it in cool effects. We can send videos and pictures in whatever quality we want because it uploads it to iCloud and basically shares a link like that. Oh, and did I mention, because it's iCloud and such, it's encrypted? And then they also allow you to basically react to messages in some way or another. So yeah, iMessage is pretty fun. However, this is only available for iPhone users. Oh, I also forgot. You can actually use iMessage with not just your iPhone, but you can use it with an iPad, a Mac, pretty much anything that runs iOS, iPadOS, or macOS. You can use iMessage. So that's if you're in the Apple ecosystem, but obviously not everybody is. I should know this because the rest of my family is actually on Android, which means I have a lot of green bubbles I'm texting. And yes, iPhone users are aware that the green bubble does exist. Most of the time it's because they're texting Android devices, even though you can still text iPhones with a green bubble as well. So what exactly is the green bubble and the blue bubble? Blue bubble, it's iMessage. It's basically a text message that's being sent through the iMessage communication servers and such like that. The green bubbles are messages sent using SMS. That is why we can still text iPhone to iPhone with green bubbles. It's because we can still communicate through SMS in that way. I don't think you can do it with an iPad or a Mac and such, but I do know you can do that with iPhones. So SMS. What? Oh, I also forgot MMS. That's another one too. What exactly is the problem with the green bubble? Because I just mentioned all the blue bubble, it's got these cool things and such like that. The green bubble not only has those cool things, but it actually makes messaging in general a lot worse. First of all, those messages are not encrypted, which means, assuming someone can hack a cell tower, they can pretty much find out whatever it is you sent. Also, group messages are such a pain. Now, I'm lucky that I'm the only iPhone user in the majority of my group messages. That said, when it comes to multiple iPhone users and multiple Android users in the same group message, that is a total nightmare. So in general, the green bubble is not as good as the blue bubble. And the issue is that people will make fun of those who use the green bubble versus the blue bubble. Basically those who use Android instead of iPhone. And you know what? There's a lot of people that say, well, Apple should do something to fix this, like maybe support RCS, which is the new standard that Google has been trying to push on the Pixel and other Android devices. I hear that it's standard now, but I can't confirm because the Android users in my family have refused to show me proof of it. But supposedly RCS is bringing the same iMessage-like features to Android. However, you're still communicating via SMS between both platforms. If it's iPhone and iPhone, you still get iMessage. If it's Android and Android, it's RCS. But if it's Android and iPhone, well, you're still using SMS and MMS. So according to the majority of the tech community, well, the solution is bring RCS to iOS. Well, that's not exactly going to fix the green bubble, blue bubble problem. I mean, sure, it will definitely help with these cool features where you can react to messages and send higher resolution, higher quality videos and pictures through a messaging service. Sure, it'll fix that, but what about the group messages stuff? They'll still show up as green bubbles because iMessage is a blue bubble and iMessage only, while all the other standards are green bubbles. How is that going to to solve anything. And you know what? The biggest thing I have to say is, despite that, all of these tech enthusiasts, they say, well, the answer is bring RCS to iOS. I mean, it's clearly the superior messaging platform. No, it's not. And you know what? That's not going to fix anything, especially here in the States. You know why? Because the problem with bullying is generally when somebody's bullying someone else, it's because they're being unreasonable. I got bullied in first grade a ton, and it was because this guy was being very unreasonable. Thank goodness he stopped a few years later, but yeah, it was not fun in first grade. I was constantly being bullied, and that was because this person was being very unreasonable. Then again, me in first grade, I don't think I was exactly the most reasonable either. So you say that when you bring RCS over to iOS, you think these unreasonable people are going to be, oh, well, now we basically have the same type of messaging stuff. We're pretty much equal. Okay, I guess you're my friend now and such. Of course not! They're going to basically find something else to make fun of that other person. Why? Because he's unreasonable. The basic takeaway on this is no matter what Apple does, they can't control bullying issues and such like that. It's just not possible. Why? Because, well, I don't know if you guys remember this, but for the longest time, many years ago, so many people hated Apple users. In fact, that is still the case today. I got 2 people in my family that think I'm crazy for buying Apple products. Oh, change that. Make that 3. The point is, those people also make fun of me because I use Apple products. It can basically be the same. While Apple users can also make fun of Android users because they think their stuff is superior. It's vice versa. Apple has no control over that. It's basically people being unreasonable that's causing these problems. So, basic takeaway on this. iMessage, despite that, yeah, people are getting bullied over the green bubble and blue bubble and such like that. That's not Apple's fault. That's just people being unreasonable. That's their problem. So if people are going to basically pick on you for your choice of phone again, well then just don't be friends with them. And I know it's kind of weird that I'm saying this because who do I try to push Apple products on a lot of people a lot? I have good reasons for suggesting it. I at least try to throw the suggestion out there that Apple is not bad. That's what I do when I'm trying to push Apple products on other people. But I do not go out and just call other companies flat out garbage unless it's Google Pixel or your laptop is a Microsoft Windows or whatever. Yeah, because both of those are pretty bad. I cannot find good reasons to get them. So yes, I have to be careful and disclose of this because I'm actually not exactly one of the best people to talk about this because I do push Apple products on a lot of people. But I do it because A, I know they're good products, and B, there's something worth considering. To so many people, they're just like, no, Apple, it sucks. It's an Apple logo. It's not good. It sucks. It sucks because it's Apple. Sorry, but that doesn't pass by me. So I at least try to get people to consider it as an option and see they actually make something decent, but it's not for me. If you could at least admit that it's something decent, but it's just not for you, I'm fine with that. But I don't tell people,
no, you're wrong because Apple is the best in the world. There is none greater and such like that. You have to buy this. You are stupid if you don't.
I don't go like that. That's just not what I do. I basically try to push Apple products to say, hey, they make some pretty good options, and in my experience, they make really great stuff. At least consider the possibility of having one versus just saying,
hey, Apple, it's expensive.
Yeah, so that's what we do. If people are like this, okay, fine. If when it comes to just flat out saying you are wrong, you are incorrect, you have chosen the wrong device, whether you are an Apple or an Android, it doesn't matter. You shouldn't be like that. And if you have people in your life that are just pushing you like that, then you should probably just stop talking to them. In fact, why are you texting with them if they're just going to tell you that your smartphone sucks or whatever? You know, why would you? I don't get it. Alright, so thank you for watching. Do me a favor and interact with the stuff below. My name is DeWolf, random alpha, signing out.